all your recovering emo kids. Amanda and Rob here at the Emo Kids Anonymous podcast. And on today's episode, we have Quinn, the lead singer of Cinema Stare, joining us today, band out of Connecticut. And I'm going to be real honest with you, Quinn and I connected on a really deep level. That deep level being the four handsome men from Chicago, and that is Patrick Stump, Pete Wentz, Joe Troman, and Andy Hurley. We also talked about Cinema Stare, of course, and everything they have coming up, their newest single, Plus Ultra. But yes, there's a lot of Fall Out Boy discussion in this, and this is amazing for me. Maybe not for Rob.
I think yeah, no, I don't think I needed to be here for this. There's been a bunch where like there's been guys where just like we bro down so hard. I'm just like, we're pal. Like there was a point during years where it's like we got to it at the end. We're just like, you guys should exchange information. Like you guys are meant to be pals and the like. But before we get to that, obviously, do us a favor. If you can, like and subscribe to this podcast. If you're watching on Spotify or YouTube, give us a thumbs up, a review, leave a comment, all that. That does mean a lot. Same with Apple. Does mean a ton. Go follow us on TikTok. Our new TikTok is Emo Kids Anonymous podcast. As you know, we are currently the victims of a conspiracy at the hands of Big Emo. So we're working our way around it. But in the meantime, you can find clips of our show. Yeah, TikTok, go fuck yourself. You can find clips over at Emo Kids Anonymous, Twitter, Emo Kids Anon Pod. You can join the Never Phase Network Discord, neverphasenetwork.com. EmoKidsAnonymous.com will lead you to all those links. Oh, I should go update that to make it the new TikTok. I'll do that after this.
Sounds good.
But as always, before we dive into the episode, fellas, you know, 1 in 3 of us, we're just ignoring our face care routine. Ladies, you can use this too. Everyone in between, you can use this as well, or you can buy it for someone you love. Look, like I said, 1 in 3 men, people are ignoring their skincare routine in general, okay? I don't know if it's cringe, if it's too much work. We don't know where to start. Anyways, so our friend Gabriel Saporta from Queens, New York, I believe, by way of Panama, I believe, has created BROTEGE here. It's the all-in-one face serum, and thanks to them and thanks to us, you can say that in the comments. Say thank you, Rob. Thank you, Amanda. You can get your first bottle of this for only $10 over at BROTEGE.com. You enter EMOKIDS at checkout. EMOKIDS at you get to check out. There's gonna be a place for a code. You guys have bought stuff on the internet before. I trust you. You'll see a box. EMOKIDS at checkout. First bottle, $10. That being said, this is a great time, and I'm so happy that this interview happened. Very enlightening, very educational, and just a great fucking time in general. Shout out Folie, deux, one of the best Fall Out Boy records. Shout out Save Rock and Roll, one of the most underrated and disrespected Fall Out Boy records. That being said, this is our interview with Cinema Stare.
That's all Rob has around him, enablers like myself. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Jeez. Don't clip
no,
that.
we're not.
Don't clip that.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
Rob will.
No.
I will. Yeah, I will clip it.
Oh, damn.
No.
I take it back.
It's too late. He's already done it.
It's already been done. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, welcome, Quinn. We're really happy to have you here on Emo Kids Anonymous today.
I'm excited.
We love your music. Love Plus Ultra, the new single that had come out not too long ago. Such a great, that's just a banger. And man, you guys have had quite a year. You just finished up a tour with some people who've been on our show already, like Emway, Old Soul. Like, yeah, we've had some people, which is awesome.
No,
love them.
Really quickly, I will say, like, Cinema Stare in general, which, by the way, we have Quinn from Cinema Stare here. But when like I first heard you, I was like, this is our perfect Emo Kids Anonymous band, because it was like, I'm like, oh, DIY emo, like this and that, and then like I was like, with that pop punky, like you know, not so macho energy coming through too, and I'm like this, for Amanda, I was like, this is like our this is the middle of our Venn diagram.
It is, yes.
Oh yeah,
yes. I appreciate a male-backed band. That's what I appreciate. I mean,
thank you.
Put us in the fucking
keep them in the
back.
Yeah,
keep them in the back. Yeah,
we've had our time. I can live with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, Rob, maybe sit this one out.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, you can do it. He's one of us. It's all good.
Yeah. One of us. No, I really appreciate that. Yeah, we're super stoked to put the single out. we didn't put out music in like a minute, you know, so it's cool to see the reception on it. It's
2023 was when
awesome.
your first album came out, right? Yeah, so it has been
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we've
Great
had like a lot of
record.
like lineup changes and
Oh,
stuff. Thank
okay,
you.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've kind of just like just this past year kind of gotten to the point where I feel like we're going forward
I love
again
that.
as opposed to like reworking a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. Yeah.
What's changed
Yeah,
Cool.
it feels
the
good.
most, in those 2 years between your album in 2023 and then your new single, as far as, like, the sound and
Yeah.
everything like that?
Yeah, I'd say like the sound will probably be a little bit different, but still along like the
Okay.
pop punk and like I don't know, we're still like we have a some new stuff coming out next year and I think everything kind of is just like it's hard to put a
Yeah.
genre on it, but I think it'll just be indicative of like who we are and um I feel like the biggest thing that's changed is I've just been in charge of a lot more. So like I've had to like step up willingly,
Mhm.
you know, stepped up and like do a lot more for the band than previous um years, which I actually enjoy because I feel like my intentions are slightly better than some of our past
Oh,
members.
Mhm.
Little shade. Not like they had bad intentions, but I just think
Bullshit.
they were not a
Rob
right fit
loves
for the
drama,
band.
so let's lay it on there.
Yeah. Let's get a fight going. I actually, I was it you that I saw a tweet where someone was talking about like bands and management and stuff like that, and you were saying like unless you really feel like you need one, you don't need one. Like so much of this you can
That
do
was
yourself.
literally yeah, I just tweeted that today because someone was
Okay.
asking about 'cause, yeah, someone was asking, I think Garden Home from
Mhm.
Wisconsin was asking if bands had, like, worked with a manager before and if it was necessary, and I was kinda saying, "Well, we did have one for, like, a couple
Mhm.
months, and although it was, like, a nice experience, it was just, like, all the stuff that we're currently doing now, I feel like we are more than capable of taking care of ourselves.
Hmm.
So, it was kind of like an unnecessary step for us
Yeah.
that was kind of pushed by some of our past members because they were like, "We need a
These are
manager, we need
Yeah.
this and that."
things
I'm
you
like,
think you
"Well,
need, like
Yeah.
yeah,
publicists, this and I say it all the
yeah,
time. And if you're listening to this and you fall in this category, know that I'm talking about all your colleagues except for you. Like a lot of the times, management and publicists and the like, they their purpose is to justify their job
Mhm.
almost kind of thing. So they're like adding like even something like this, like there's no need for someone else to come between
And you,
us
yeah.
scheduling
yeah,
this. Like I can DM you, you can DM me, like, we both got a lot
exactly,
of
yeah,
followers, but we both can, like, we can see it. This, it's like we can schedule this.
yep,
We don't need we both don't need a third and fourth person to kind of fuck it up in the
yeah,
100%.
middle.
yeah." It could get confusing, like
Mhm.
when we've like worked with people, like the more people you add to the party, it does. If your communication is not strong, if
Yeah.
you don't have that foundation, it's just gonna fall apart. So I would definitely just recommend that bands only acquire those things, like, when they feel they need that sort of team
Yeah.
behind them.
No, that's
Yeah,
good
because
advice,
yeah, I
yeah.
just yeah,
It's
like, we
great.
just reached out and chatted with each other, and, like, now I'm on the podcast,
Right?
so
Love
No,
it.
now that
didn't need a
like
Yeah.
manager.
seriously, I swear, like we've had maybe 40 some 50 almost bands on here by now, and like maybe like
Uh,
five have had like management that like that we
or,
really,
like,
even like
publicist or something
Origami
Yeah.
like
Angel's a
that, yeah.
massive band. We got Origami Angel through
Yeah.
Twitter, you know what I mean? Through like just
That
tweeting at each other,
rocks. Yeah.
like you don't if you're not
Yeah, it's
Origami Angel,
definitely
you don't need a
Yeah,
manager.
possible.
Yeah.
Definitely possible to do it
exactly.
yourself, you know?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
So
thing.
That's why it's a whole thing. They call it
exactly.
DIY.
So
Yeah.
you're
It's just
booking all the tours and things like that then, Quinn?
No, that's the thing, so, like, I think there is a lot of discourse, right, with the
Mhm.
DIY label or whatever.
mm,
We've been lucky enough that we've worked with friends who have been booking our tours
Oh,
for
sweet.
us. So that's, like, something that I've not dabbled in too
Love that,
much.
okay.
it's difficult
Yeah.
too, especially like once you get
It
out like
is.
50 miles out of your region, it's like what
Yeah.
the fuck is reputable? What's a
Yeah.
good, you don't know.
Yeah. So we've been really lucky. We worked with, like, a couple friends who booked for us
That's
over the
great.
years, and they do a great job. I mean, they have, like, the connections and the resources available, but I'd still say they fall under, like, the DIY.
Yeah.
They're doing it not part of an
Yeah.
agency,
Mhm.
you know? So, that's cool, but I do like all the manager stuff,
Yeah.
like tracking all of our finances and all of our emails and, like,
Yeah.
whatever. we need, I
Shoot.
guess.
Front of house, back of house, and admin.
Yeah, you're doing all of it. Yeah, and you're also
Oh,
this
yeah.
you're the main songwriter because I know the lyrics for like Plus Ultra are from you, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
talk a little about the songwriting.
I write all
Okay,
the
gotcha.
lyrics. Yeah. We kind of like try to all write together. So like our goal moving forward is to like the four of us. Even on these new releases that are coming out, all of us kind of have written our own parts. But a lot of these songs too are written by me and our bassist Joe. So we got together for like weeks and weeks, meeting up at least once a week, and we would just like demo stuff and work on ideas and everything. And then we'd bring everybody in and they would like work on their like respective parts, like drummer, lead guitarist. And that was really fun. But we've kind of had talks where we're like, we would prefer to like collaborate a bit more. So like that's kind of our goal moving forward.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
it's fun
I was gonna say it's
too.
very Fall Out Boy of you, the singer and the bassist writing together.
Oh,
Right, I was gonna say, yeah.
I would listen. I've been thinking about Fall Out Boy all week.
Really?
All month.
Yeah, maybe I should leave.
So am I. Me too.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
Man, it's like, what do you know? I've also
Me
been
too.
thinking of Fall Out Boy all week.
Are you
Yeah,
stalking
I think so.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
No, I've just been on I know we kind of talked about like folie deux at a point.
Oh yeah, wait, are we gonna talk about that? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk some Foley.
I've been waiting.
Please,
Dive
10 minutes in, I'm like, no, I'm
Let's
kidding.
get to the Foley.
That album was like super pivotal to me. I found it in a library. I forget what age, but like I'd go to the library every single day of my life when I was a certain age because I could walk to it. I didn't have the internet or like my family was very poor growing up, so I loved the library.
I love that.
Still to this day, I love it. But
shout out to the library. Yeah, we gotta get better funding for that, motherfuckers. Yeah,
they're still great. Yeah, like some of the best resources. Ever. So I remember as a kid like looking through the CD section and I pulled out Folie à Deux and I remember being like, wow, these bears are really cute. So I like.
So you hadn't heard Fall Out Boy at this point at all?
Oh my God.
Like I knew about like Green Day, like bands like Green Day, like Blink-182,
that makes sense.
like very very standard, more mainstream bands.
What year
but
was
Fall Out
this?
Boy, I wasn't really aware. I think it was like the year after Folie à Deux
so
came
2009,
out. Something
2010,
like
somewhere like there. Okay.
I believe so. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Those years are very blurry for me, but I remember this. I remember finding it and being like, "Oh, I really like this cover." So I looked them up on the computer at the library, was watching the music videos, and then
2009 Barack Obama. Back when we had sanity run this country, we had fucking libraries,
and
public
computers. Real leaders running our country.
Yeah. I agree, or at least more of a semblance of a progression.
Yeah.
Not gaslighting. At least we know it was gaslighting us thinking the economy was good.
Yeah. No Trump derangement syndrome or whatever the fuck.
Shout out Robb Reiner.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, for real. I agree. And his wife.
Yeah,
terrible.
fucked up.
But yeah, I don't know. So Fall Out Boy definitely was a pivotal band to me, so, along with like My Chemical Romance and all those like
so cool.
the trifecta bands.
Of course, Panic and all. Yeah.
So
this is so fucking cool to me. Like thinking like that being your gateway album. Like I feel like
No,
that's so random. I'm not random, but it's just like I know a lot of people.
It is kind of.
They kind of come in late, like in the post hiatus years, or they came in like Take This to Your Grave, or Cork Tree,
Save Rock and
Infinity. But like
great album.
Folie is kind of like the one where like by that point they're so famous. And
they were on hiatus too, right? They broke up.
They broke up like right after,
Yeah. I remember like finding the album and looking them up, and I was like, for a second, I was like, should I even listen to this band? Like they're not even together.
Yes,
but I did.
I'm so glad you did. Yes,
thank God.
Oh my God, you found Fall Out Boy, and you're like, God, they're broken up.
Yeah. So when they came back, I remember I was so stoked. I was in high school at the time, I think like a freshman, and I was like, no way, like. I don't even know. I remember thinking it would just never happen because I wasn't super up on like the lore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So
So you were a freshman in high school when they get back together. So when you're going to the library and stuff, like you're like you're like a
Yeah.
kid.
yeah, I was like a child.
You're like
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Dang.
Something like
Damn.
that.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is
it's the only way I could use the internet. So if I wanted to play Webkins or Pop
Ah,
Tropica,
WebKids.
I
I
was at
love
the
that.
library. Yeah. I was
wow.
at the library.
Ah,
And I lived right down the road from one. So I would walk around the whole town,
yeah.
essentially. I was pretty lucky, I guess. We were poor and like lived in an apartment, but I still was able to like go
That's
into
nice.
town
Yeah.
and yeah, kind of, I don't know, like not like a hooligan. I was a very polite child, but I would just like loiter everywhere,
Hey, you chose to go
essentially.
to the
Where is
library
this?
out of anywhere else. That just, yeah, that shows.
Yep. And I went to the library just today as
I
well.
love that.
I really like the
Yeah.
library.
Where did you grow up?
In
No, it's right.
Connecticut. Pretty
Okay.
much like
Okay.
central Connecticut. I've lived in like I don't know how many
Okay.
towns. Yeah. Where are y'all from?
I live in Kentucky, but I'm from Pennsylvania. So I was born and raised in
Oh, no
Pennsylvania.
way.
Yeah, went to school in Philadelphia for college. So Rob's
That's
favorite
cool.
city in the entire universe.
Yeah, me and Philly, we got some
Philly.
issues going on. Yeah, it's
Yes.
a whole thing. We don't have to get into Philly right now, but like,
Oh, I love Philly.
Thank you.
yeah.
No, thank you, Quinn.
Sorry.
Quinn and I are gonna be best friends. By
I'll
the
say nice
end of
things off
this.
camera.
We're gonna
On
be best
camera,
friends at the end of this
I'm not
whole
dropping the gimmick here.
podcast.
Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I live in California, but I was
Damn.
born in Hawaii and I lived in Canada and
Yeah, because he's
San Diego.
50% Canadian.
That's super
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so like
Those
half
are all
Canadian.
places I've never been.
Really?
Yes.
Well, then I guess we need to release a full length in 2026
to
so we can
LA.
get like hop on a tour or
Mhm.
something. Yeah.
We were so close to LA this past year. We got to Las
Hey,
Vegas.
Get to
that's
Vegas, right?
is
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah. It was sick. Like coolest tour we were ever on. We all like came back and was like we were like this is the best tour we've been on just cuz of the I guess the synergy between
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah, cuz we ended up losing money technically from the tour,
Yeah.
but it was like a really good time. So overall, I'd say it was like the best tour we've
Yeah,
ever
I
done.
saw that Instagram post where you talked about that and talked about how it's just is
Yeah.
a sign of how the economy is failing, and just the nature of everything that's going on and just the bigger picture. I think that
Mhm.
I loved reading the post, and I said you guys were doing a merch sale, right? That and it was going to like the food bank. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
so cool that you guys laid like
Yeah.
all of that, but also just like laying out like here's our
Yes.
books, like this is how it works, this is
Yes.
how it works, this is why you should be supporting bands, blah blah blah. It was like almost like
Yeah.
DIY version of like Lisa Left Eye going off about like major label record deals
Yep.
kind of thing. You're too young to know
I
what that
just
is.
realized
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
guess
do you know
so.
who Lisa?
Yeah, no,
She
I'm
had
sorry.
already
Yeah,
passed
I'm sorry.
away.
If I say something you don't understand, just it's probably from like the
Do you
early
know who
90s. I'm sorry.
TLC is? Do you know
Okay.
who TLC is? Okay,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was the rapper
Okay.
girl in TLC.
Yeah, and she went on this rant one time where
Oh.
she's like, "Here's how your favorite rappers can here's how your favorite artists can sell millions of records and they're still broke." And she breaks it, like we get points on this, that, blah blah blah. Breaks it very much
Oh.
like
Back
breaks
then
it
it
down
was
for people
very
like
true, yeah.
which at that time no one really, everyone just assumes these people
Yeah.
are millionaires. And she's like, "No, like
Yeah.
we're on this deal. Management takes this, blah blah blah. Like we get every
Yep.
album that sells, we get so many cents, but that's taken,
Yeah.
So yeah, but
That's
the way you
tough.
guys did that was very, very cool because it is like even that like where you have friends helping you book it, but you guys are very much you're on your own in the middle of the fucking country. You're
Yeah.
basically doing some
Yeah.
wild shit out there. You guys
Yeah.
are from the East Coast and you're all of a sudden as far west as you've been, you're in Nevada, which is a
Yeah.
goddamn desert, literally.
Yes. A lot of driving.
Yes. And very
Yeah.
dry air.
Yeah, we definitely it was crazy. I had my handy nebulizer.
Nice.
Keep that thing on
Yeah.
me. But yeah, I don't know. We were very like privileged, I would feel to be able to go out that far. Just in general to even be able to like lose money, so to say, because I
Mhm.
know a lot of bands don't even get the opportunity to
Yeah.
tour at all. So yeah, when I thought about making that post, it was kind of just like very much a transparency thing because I feel like I'm not really ashamed to talk about a lot of different things. I feel like music in general, the industry wants you to like be silent on things because it's
Yeah.
easier, it's like more
Yes.
convenient. And I think the more we talk about things, the more it just becomes like like with, what was it, Lisa?
Yeah, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, yeah.
It just becomes more like common knowledge so that people aren't getting taken advantage of. Because I know there's a lot of young bands that also don't know anything about the industry. So they will sign on to like labels. They will, put a lot of money into things that necessarily aren't, I wouldn't say they aren't important, but they could be like predatory practices.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like if you're like, say, like most musicians, you have to it's basically a case of like you figure it out. Like it's like school of hard knocks bullshit where it's like, oh, you don't need to play a show where you have to pre-sale 50 tickets. Like that's a bad idea. Like 360,
I hate
like
pay to
It's
play.
so ridiculous.
Yeah. It's same. Like we didn't know. Like I remember talking to like Josh from Army Amphibians about that, and just kind of like, oh, we haven't played these venues, and I'm like, don't. You guys at this point don't have to, but like, good. I'm happy you skipped that. But like, like living in LA here, like there's all these venues that are famous or whatever, but like to play them all, they're all like pay to play, and it's like you don't need to play the Roxy or the Viper Room or any like that. It doesn't matter. You're better off playing in a living room.
Exactly.
To 12 people who want to be there.
Or you don't have basements, but
we don't have we don't have
for good
the
reason,
idea is there. We have backyards. Well, I mean, some people have backyards. I don't. The rich do.
Yes. No, I think that's kind of tough too, right? Because with the economy, a lot of people don't even own their own.
Right. No, I can't do it. I would love to do a house show. Like everyone I know lives in an apartment. Like who could?
All right, I'll do a house show. I have a backyard.
Right? Yeah, we'll do one. Right. Yeah, you got a backyard and a basement.
I have a basement. It's not a very big basement, and a backyard, and a very big garage.
Ooh.
My garage for a 2-car is massive. And a backyard.
A garage would be a nice spot.
And then a backyard that opens up into a field of cows. So come on, let's just do it at my house.
I would love to play in a field of cows.
Emo Kids Anonymous, the podcast of 1%ers.
That's right. Let's do it. I'll put it on.
1%.
Property owners,
I know that's pretty
big. Yeah. So I realized that we've been talking and we haven't actually talked about Cinema Stare and the origin story.
We never really introduced you.
We've talked about the band, but like, obviously we're going to have people listening who have never heard of you before. So do a quick and dirty who you are. I'm curious about the name as well. Dive into all of that for us.
All right. A little convoluted. So I was doing a solo project before I met Cinema Stare. So they were already a band before I joined the band. Little lore.
Sweet.
And they kicked out their singer because they were an incel. And
like a
hit
literal
me up.
incel? Like a full-on?
An Andrew Tate kind of kid?
So,
and you replaced him with a woman?
Beautiful.
Yep.
I love that.
I'm kind of a they them,
but my bad.
I'm a
Even better. You replaced him with a they them. I bet you that upsets him so much more. Hell yeah.
I think it does. I wouldn't even get into it, but replaced the singer. They hit me up kind of at the end of the pandemic where we all staying inside. And I did like an audition, and then not even a month or two later, we finished up all the songs for our album. So I went in to record the album with the band. We did all that. Then we had a bunch of not a bunch of member changes. Essentially, we just kicked out a couple members, and then now it's the 4 of us. And Cinema Stare has just kind of evolved a couple times, but I feel like I very much identify with it as it is now. Like the past was the past. I feel like I've grown from that, but like the band as it is now, I feel like it is the most excited I've been to be in a project so far.
Oh yeah.
The name? Oh, you go.
I was gonna say, like, right now you're saying like end of 2025, like this moment, or like since like the albums come out like the past few years right now?
I guess since we I don't like to talk about it too much, I guess, because I feel like it's not that important. But since we had this official lineup, so probably a year or two ago. Yeah. So once it became like the 4 of us, because for a while too we were having a fill-in. I used to just sing in the band, and I play guitar since I was 13, but I just wanted to be a performer, like a singer performer.
Just want to swing that thing,
Yeah. But then we were like getting a fill in on guitar was like so difficult. I was like, I'm more than capable of playing the guitar and
Yeah.
singing. So we just decided to do that. And then I actually ended up liking that better.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, since then I feel like I've been a lot more excited for the project. I feel more comfortable. Like my opinions matter.
Oh, I
Yada
love
yada
that.
yada.
Yeah. And that's important for
Yeah.
you too, in order to feel like really heard by your band, to make sure that your opinions matter, that you are a
Yeah.
part of it, and that you're taking more of that role. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
For our listeners, like as far as if you could name 3 bands that you think influenced Cinema Stare's sound, who would they be?
Mm.
Well, I guess okay. I know I mentioned Fall Out Boy a lot, but I would actually say My Chemical
Okay.
Romance, then Jimmy Eat World,
Nice.
and kind of Avril Lavigne. I feel like those 3.
I love
Avril was like huge for me,
Oh,
and I feel like it's like my seminal pop punk band before even Fall Out
that makes
Boy.
sense. Yeah. Yeah,
So
given you
Avril
grew
Lavigne, yeah,
what time you grew up, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Girlfriend would have
early
been
two
your
thousands.
would have been your jam.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I loved her first album.
Oh,
That was
okay.
like my shit.
Yes.
Let
Yeah,
go, let's
Girlfriend
go, or
though.
Let
letting go. What
Go.
is it? What is it?
Let
Let
Yeah,
Go
Let
go.
is
Go.
that,
Let
Let
yeah.
go.
Go.
Let go.
Whew,
Sorry, I'm a bad
that
Canadian.
yeah.
Yeah.
That came
It's fine. I
yeah.
know.
He should know
Yeah.
better.
And I lived there at that time too. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
The wildest thing ever to me back in 2001. Wild time. You would have been very young, but I remember
It's been
like
like
I
so
I was
long.
remember
like,
because in Canada they have laws where they have to play Canadian artists more. So there's certain artists that are massive there, and then you come down here and no one knows them. And obviously Avril's one of the ones up there. They play incessantly, but I know she's Canadian, so I
Mhm.
don't think they'd play her down here. And I remember like on the
Oh.
drive, like leaving the airport, like on the main pop station,
Mhm.
like they played Complicate, and I was just like, oh shit, like she's a big
She's
She's
deal.
big.
big.
Like I didn't, yeah, I had. It's
Yeah,
hard to tell, like when you're in Canada, it's because everything's like a bubble,
that
but
makes
Yeah.
like I'm
sense.
like, damn, like Avril's a big, even like this year, like headlining Warped Tour, which by the way,
Yeah,
Kevin Lyman, if you're listening to this, book Cinema Stare for
Right?
Warped Tour
Please.
2026.
you might as well to make up
Literally,
for all your indiscretions.
Yeah.
right?
No,
Yeah,
great.
no, you can go a little, you have a microphone up there. You can say what you fucking want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they
Well, that
gonna
reminds
do?
me of like Scene
Oh, I
Queen.
love
I was gonna
I
say
yeah.
I
you can go
really
Scene
respect
Queen,
Scene
Same.
yeah.
Queen. Yeah,
Yeah. Worst
for
case
doing
scenario,
that
yeah,
exact thing.
they'll schedule you, they'll schedule you against the headliner, so you hopefully have a smaller stage or something like that. But like you got a mic, there's people there, someone's gonna
It'll
fucking
get
It
play.
through.
always does.
Right?
Yeah.
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 With any luck, you'll get streamed on Prime Video or whatever corporate
Oh,
America thing that
Just
Warped
play
Tour
yeah. I
along.
was.
guess
Play
if they
along.
want to
I
pay,
know.
Right? Yeah, 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 right. Yeah, yeah. Jeff
sure.
Bezos, yeah. Jeff, I know money's tight
Is
right
it
now,
for him?
but yeah, sure. I don't
Always
know.
is.
Always.
Always is
Yeah,
for
always,
Yes.
billionaires.
yeah. There's never fucking enough
No.
for them.
No,
Yeah, I
you're
don't
right.
know.
That's true.
Yeah. They need a 34th yacht. So like,
I
Yeah,
know.
no.
Another
yeah.
spaceship or whatever they're trying to
Christ.
do with their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what about Avril Lavigne gravitated you towards her music early on? Like what would you say really inspired you from her?
I just had the Let Go
Okay.
CD when I was a kid, so I'd listen in like, my dad's pickup truck, and I just loved
Mhm.
her. She was punk. She seemed like unafraid to be
Yeah.
herself. Like in a world of all these like pop stars and like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
although I like love Britney, you think of
Yeah.
like that perfect like manicured. Obviously, she had a lot of shit going on in the
Mhm.
Yeah.
background,
Yeah.
but like just having to look a certain way, be a certain way, and I feel like Avril had her own thing. And I just really I like the punk thing. I don't know, like ever since
Yeah.
I was a child, I was like, oh, that's cool. And her music was just so I don't know, so
Yeah.
different. It just I don't know, was my thing.
That's magical. That's really, really special. Like,
Yeah, she rocks.
because that's like it's a gateway
Yeah.
artist. Like like that
Yeah,
that was Blink-182 to me. Same thing where like you see them, like you don't know what punk rock is or anything like that, but there's
yeah,
like a slight edge to this. And I saw it on MTV, like on TRL, like next to the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
that's me. That's what music
Same.
is. Like there's no genres or defined thing. It's just like
true.
I'm kind of drawn towards this, and then
Yeah.
that leads you. And it's like, I mean, like
Yeah,
back in the day, Avril would get shat on so hard, like just like by like she's not. It's for pose. Like if you liked Avril, it's like, oh, it's for
Yeah. They
posers,
thought it was like it's
this or that. But it's like
not pop punk
everyone
or
has to
whatever.
kind of start
Yeah.
somewhere. No, not everyone has like a
okay.
cool older brother.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just kind of were like, oh, it's same as like, you know, at the time, like Simple Plan, Good Charlotte, they'd get it. Anything that was like too
If it ended
popular,
up
that
on
was like that
TRL,
was such a
then
thing.
That's yeah.
unless it was Linkin Park, they got a pass.
Yeah.
But other than
Oh
that,
yeah.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
bullshit.
That's crazy though, because I think that the producer who wrote Avril's the record with Girlfriend and like Hot
Yeah.
and all those
Yeah.
like singles, same producer wrote the Gives You
Yeah.
Hell record from
American Rejects,
All
yeah.
American Rejects. It's like I'm sure they weren't getting shit on like Avril was.
Not the
Yeah,
same
not
way. I
them.
mean, a little
No.
bit,
Yeah, not the
not
same
yeah,
way.
of course, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
also back then, like, I mean, it's not that it's great now, but like back then, like, oh yeah, the misogyny thing was
Women in
wild.
rock was
Yeah.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still feel it today. I mean, I know it hasn't gone away.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was probably the 2000s. I think were a very special
Oh,
era.
They were
for-
they were
extra
extra special.
yeah.
fucked, yeah.
Yeah. Extra
Yeah.
special. Extra scary.
We were young adults
I
in
just
that
think of that
time, so-
commercial. There was like this
I'm so
beer commercial. I was
sorry.
like 12. There's this beer commercial. I brought it up so many times where it's like basically like I love quarterbacks eating dirt. He likes this, and then at the end it's just like and twins, and it's like two
Yeah.
big breasted women in cheerleader outfits, and it's just like who the fuck approved this?
As a
Like,
woman growing up in the like early 2000s, body image was such a like it was so hard to be a woman.
oh, the
if you were
articles
like,
about girls being
Oh, yeah.
overweight and they're like a size.
Yes.
they're
when I
still,
look
like,
back at like
twigs.
Jessica Simpson and what she looked like in her
Oh,
weight,
yeah.
I'm like, that is an average woman. But I used to think that was fat because they
Yes.
said it was fat, and I'm like,
Mhm.
what the
Exactly.
hell is wrong with them, and what the hell is wrong with me for thinking that? But yeah,
I
and I
know.
was like already a chubby girl to begin with, so I was always struggling with my weight, and I was like never satisfied because that was 2000s. That was yes.
Yeah, it's all you
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
And I think we're kind of going
Yeah,
back
thanks to
into that
Ozempic. Mhm.
era almost. Yeah, like I think we're having like another thin-demic, as I like to
Yes.
call it. Right?
Really?
It's like I do. I think that it's kind of reverting back to like because we have like a lot of like cottagecore
Mhm.
era
Yep.
stuff, and I feel like people reverting back to like to talking about women's bodies a
They
lot.
are.
Like I've been seeing it a lot recently. Like I just even saw something about people criticizing Selena Gomez
Yep.
and women aging, and
I
like
s-
there's so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was literally gonna say I saw someone tweet about that today, and then I
Even
realized
me.
I saw it because you responded to them and told them to get a fucking
Yes, I
life,
should.
basically. And I was like,
Yes.
you know what? Fair point. Like, what the fuck do I like? What do
even
you
if-
need to what do you need to comment on that for? And like, you think she's not
No,
gonna see
yeah.
it? Like, these people are on their phones.
Yeah.
Like, they see some of it.
They have to.
Yeah. Well, I think that the problem kind of starts because we comment on feminine people's bodies incessantly, so they get these insecurities where they feel like they need to change things. Even if they do decide to change things, I don't see why anyone gives
Why do
a
you even
shit.
talk about it?
It's like,
Mm-mm.
yeah, so many people men too get gender affirming care and surgery, and it's like
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
headlines, it's not really news,
No,
but it's like people will like
I don't see people,
people have
knocking
been-
down Zac Efron for getting
His
like
jaw
like
and whatever
like
happened,
work
yeah.
done in the
Brad
same way
Pitt-
they will like
Brad Pitt
Yeah.
had work
Yeah,
done,
not nearly as
and no one
much.
talks about Brad Pitt
Yeah.
and his work,
Yep.
even though he had it done. No, they talk about what a respected
I see
actor
people
he
talk
is.
about it, but they go
Yeah,
go
it's-
in
it's
on
yeah.
femme
Yes.
people.
Yeah, it's not the same way. Yeah, and if they are talking about him, they're definitely talking about the girls
Yes,
too. Usually,
exactly.
Yeah. And they'll always like lead like with the men. I feel like they'll add in a little compliment
Oh,
at the
yeah.
end or
Mhm.
something. You
She'd
know,
be
they'll be like,
beautiful if she just did this. She's beautiful normally. She doesn't, like they like. It's the modern day
Yeah.
version of like if you just smiled a little
yeah.
more, you know.
Mhm.
yeah, or like her prime. Like that was her in her prime. Like ew,
I know.
ew, that's just
I
weird.
hate that. Yes. Yeah. It's okay for men to age, but it's not okay for women to age. Because all these older
Yeah,
male like celebrities, all these people find them more attractive, but then no one's talking about how attractive older female celebrities are, with the exception of like Helen Mirren being
It's
like
tough.
the one person like she's attractive for her age, which is an awful thing to say.
Helen Mirren? Oh,
which,
yeah.
regardless, but like
Yeah.
Pamela
same,
Anderson.
like, but they always add for her
Gorgeous.
age, but you don't see that for like Hugh
Oh,
Jackman is
yeah.
hot for like a 60-year-old man, like,
For his
no one
age.
says
Yeah,
that.
you're
No
right.
one says that.
For a septuagenarian,
Yeah.
for a septuagenarian, he's pretty good
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Postmenopausal
definitely-
man.
Postmenopausal man. I definitely have felt that pressure. Like I've been doing music since I was pretty
Yeah.
young. And like performing at like gigs solo since I was like 13.
Oh, you fucking you built up some
Yeah, I'm
resilience with
like
that shit.
I'm
Yeah.
in the dirt. And I've always kind of felt like I've had to present a certain way to appeal to like
Okay.
crowds. And even now being in a band, I have a lot of thoughts where I'm like, well, maybe if I was thinner, right? Like people would want to listen to my band more, which may or may not be true, but it's like always in the back of
Yeah.
my head, right? Because I feel like
How you
I'm,
can't hear weight.
huh?
You can't hear weight.
That's true. But I feel like when you're like posting online and you go to shows and everything, I feel like there's a lot more expectation on
That's a good.
femme people than there is on
No, oh
like
no,
male
no,
counterparts.
definitely on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of like femme people who do end up getting famous are generally like attractive people, which is like fine. But I just feel that pressure sometimes, whether it's like imaginary or
Yeah.
not. I just
No,
you
I'm
know.
sure to some degree, yeah, like we talk about how much worse it was then, it's better now, but it's like it still sucks now. And if this is what you know is now, like you don't like, well, at least it's better than it was back. At least I'm not in
It
the
definitely is better.
at least I'm not in the Coors Light commercial, but it's like it still sucks. You're in the middle of it. It's weird. Like I think this is fucked of me. Like I usually go the opposite way, where like if something is too like presentable, like too like curated and like perfect and like like blonde supermodel pop star thingy like that. Like
Mm.
I think of certain nameless people blending into the pop punk world and the
Oh,
like
yes.
that have names that are things with nuts and the like. Where it's like I'm not as
Oh,
inclined to check that out because in my head I'm like, oh, that's influencer stuff. But
Yes.
like
yeah.
that's also kind of fucked of me. But like it's like reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good not to like I guess use appearance to judge
Right?
Agreed.
anything.
Yeah, it's still doing the same thing basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah, it's
sure.
Yeah.
still not good behavior, Rob.
No.
It's hard because it's like I could see why your perspective would be that because you're trying to probably give a chance to the underdog in a
Yeah.
way.
And
So
just yeah,
like
like as a
not
fan of music, it's like I'm in my
yeah.
head I see that like it's like a stereo book by its cover thing where it's like, oh,
Yep.
that's going to be like very poppy, warp toury, like
Yeah.
very produced, like it's pop disguised as pop punk or something like that. Like I'll think that
Yeah.
almost, you know, like
But I can see,
which is
yeah, but I can see from your perspective, Quinn, the problem is with social media, you are always on. And now there's also, in addition
Mm.
to you being a non-binary, femme presenting, fronted band, you also have
Yeah.
influencers of the same genre who dress a certain way, the alt girls, right? They all look a certain way. They're all over
Yes.
yeah.
TikTok and Instagram. So in your head, you're like, do I need to look like
Yes.
them? Because they have hundreds of thousands of followers. And how
Yeah.
do you, like, if they're not even in bands, they just listen to the music. And it's like, how do they get all that?
Yeah.
But I'm creating real
Yeah.
art. Do I need to look like that? And I could see how that would mess
Right?
your head because I,
Yeah.
as like a
we talk about it in
podcaster,
our in our group all the time, yeah, and all the girls like that we're friends with, same thing where it's like, oh, these girls who are younger and
Yes.
this and like, oh, they dress the part more, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yes.
it's like and I was like, yeah, like as a guy, I'm like biggest learning experience the last year doing this show in general is just like, oh shit, like I didn't know these were things. Like I'm so blind to so many things
Yeah.
because like I don't deal with it. Like I assume the best of
Yeah.
everything. And
Yeah.
like just the stuff they're doing, I'm like, I would never think that if I see a guy, almost same thing as like the artist thing. Like if I see a guy that looks too much like he's into our world, like if I see a guy, I'm wearing, I can't believe the one time I've ever worn, it's a
Hey.
Dear Cincinnati hat. I just got it. The
Nice.
one time I wear the bad bitches love
love
Dear
that hat.
Cincinnati is the time it's just me and, just me and,
Two
yeah,
women.
I'm the only
Yeah, it's true,
masculine
though.
energy in here. The one time, but like, where it's like I see a guy like oh, you have the Carhartt and the Carabiner and stuff. I'm like, oh, bad news, this or that,
The
like
performative
Yeah,
male.
yeah, that's
They're
like my
back.
automatic thought. I'm like I'm the baseline of like red flag. Like I know I'm nice, so it's like if I feel I'm like if I don't feel like you're sweeter than me, I'm like, oh, bad news. And we've seen in our
Oh, yeah.
world where like creators will get like got for basically being scumbags
Yeah.
and the like. But like as a
Yeah.
woman, like dealing with Jesus Christ, yeah, these
Yeah.
aren't things I'm aware of. Sorry.
There's definitely a lot of layers. Like people, we all have our like biases and our like immediate thoughts, right? And I think it's just about trying to break those down. But I mean, I also have like biased thoughts. Like I see like a band full of white boys, and I'm like, ooh,
Yes.
I'm like, I'm sick of that. But
even
it
even
doesn't mean
doing
the
the
music's
show,
bad.
even when we started doing the show, like I made it like when Amanda hit me up, I was like, yes, and it was like before I knew how great she was at this, I was like,
Yes.
you like it? I was like, no one needs two dudes sitting
He
here.
did
Like we
make
have
that
enough.
point.
Like so I'll
No.
play. Even like we had Action Adventure, and they had like a tweet the week before that was like, nobody's telling white boys to put the podcast mic down anymore. And look like, and I was like,
You're like,
I had Brompton here, like no, like I was like, I know, like this is fucking like I'm
yeah.
aware, like there's enough of me. Let
You
me
know,
try to share the
we
floor.
love an aware
We
ally.
do.
Yeah, you know,
We love
like
an ally.
yeah.
Agreed.
I
Well, I
wasn't.
think it's
Yeah,
important, like, as like, I guess cliche as it's become, because people are like, oh, you can't, it can't be all white boys or this, that. I think it's fine if you're a band that's all white
Yeah.
boys. Just like make more of an effort
yeah,
to include people that don't look like you into your sphere.
Yes.
So like
yes.
if you were like a podcast of just two white men, if you like interviewed people that
Make it a
were femme,
fucking point.
POC,
Yes.
yeah, LGBTQ, like I also think that's
Agreed.
important. It's cool that you have like a co-star that's femme, that's cool
Yeah.
too. But yeah, it's
Main
just about
star, but
like
yeah.
being aware of it, because I think a lot of times people get into like these cliques and like
So easy.
where they're only touring with their friends and this and that, and it's like just
Mhm.
maybe just think about
Yeah.
it a little bit deeper when
And a
you're
lot
making
No,
those
that makes sense.
packages.
a lot of it, like same thing, like we're we have friends, at varying levels of, in social media or in podcasting or any sort of like back end of music stuff where it's like men and women getting treated differently or men treating the women differently. And I'm like, I mean, there's definitely some dirtbags out there, but like a lot, like I'm saying, we're not thinking of it all the time. Like those dudes, like all going out and touring together, they're probably just not like I'm giving benefit of the doubt here, but a lot of them probably just like
Yeah.
not like thinking like, oh, gee, we should make it a
Yeah.
point, where it's like not to pat our. We've made it a we made it a point at least early, and then it just kind of happens. Where like now it's evened out enough where like every other band it's not just white dudes because like the fence has been
Yeah.
knocked over and like
Yeah.
everyone can play the game now,
Yeah, it's definitely a more equal playing field. But I think like it is a good time in this country, just in the world in general, to like amplify other
Agreed.
voices.
Yeah.
You know? And
Absolutely.
yeah, to just be like conscious of that, I think like is enough. But I think if you're not like used to being conscious about it, then you won't
No,
be
it's true. If you have the
necessarily.
privilege of where you never had to be conscious of it, then it doesn't
And
come naturally.
and
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
can be uncomfortable for people too, and again, I'm like defending
for sure.
bad people here. I'm defending bad people in my camo hat. Christ, like
Yes,
there's like my green goblin
Oh
mask. All of a sudden
no.
I turned into like MAGA grifter, like buy our coins. But
Emo
yeah.
coin.
Yeah, buy our emo coins. Yeah. I haven't thought through the grift yet, but like
You'll get it. You'll get there.
I have a friend that like was a right winger or is, and like I remember when like the Black Lives Matter thing started, it was just like, oh, like, well, this like I didn't have any privilege. Like I grew up poor. The sense like you did. You're just like you're not seeing it,
Yeah.
and it's just like this uncomfortable thing of like,
Yeah.
okay, unpacking it and realizing like, okay,
Yeah, that's a
this is
different
what that
problem
means.
entirely.
Yeah,
That's a
Almost.
whole different
Yeah.
problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I had my brother was kind of the same way, and I was kind of like, yes, you're not wrong, but
You're just
it's
you're
a different
missing.
privilege. It's a different kind of privilege
Right, yeah, like
entirely. Yeah.
same thing you're saying. You had to go to the library to use the internet. That's fucking gnarly. Like, yeah, you didn't have a lot of this privilege, like as a confused about shit as a child, having to go to the library,
Yeah.
finding this album with these bears on the cover, like shit wasn't easy for you,
Hey.
but there's levels to things, and it doesn't take away your struggle or your bad times.
Yeah. Well, I guess for some reason that never was like a thought that I
Yeah.
had. Like
No.
I knew I grew up poor, but I'm like that's systemically like a different
Yes,
problem
exactly.
than me being
It
white.
doesn't
Like,
make
because people don't treat me
Yeah.
differently
Mhm.
based on what I look
they
like
don't. Yeah.
because of my skin color.
It's a
Yeah.
similar thing though, where it's like, yeah, like you're not really thinking of this or that until you're in a situation where maybe you're the only one or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which in music you
Yeah.
are in your scene. There's not many, yeah,
Often.
non-binary women. Even though we have seen bands that have come on here who have members of that
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
femme presenting, but necessarily all of them. Most, it's still a small
Yeah.
percentage.
Yeah.
Have you, besides what you're thinking in your head when you're on stage, have you actually encountered, when you're out there, other people who have kind of, I don't know, get aim that prejudice towards you or anything like that where you had to like overcome it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, definitely, I feel like being non-binary kind of adds an extra step
Yeah.
onto it because you still get a lot of that. You still are like, I'm still very femme presenting, which is
Yeah.
fine, but it's,
Mhm.
I definitely get the misogyny plus the misgendering plus this and that. But yeah, I've definitely experienced that like at a show one time. It happens a lot with sound guys. I think a lot of people can relate.
Sound guys.
They tend to think you're like the dumbest
Preach.
person alive, like the
Mhm.
dumbest, because there was one time where
You're a woman
something was
and you're one
happening.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah. Ugh.
Like you're a singer too.
And you're a singer. Yeah.
You don't know
Oh my god.
anything.
And you're in a band. You're a singer.
Do you know how
You're
this
a woman, but you're
microphone
not like
works?
Oh
not
my
this.
gosh.
Like, oh fuck.
Like,
Yeah. Don't shock yourself on there. Yeah. It's
yeah,
grounded.
be
That means
careful.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, explain to me what grounding means. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Do you want it up? Yeah. So this is gonna mean
Do you
up,
know
and this
what
is gonna mean
reverb
down.
is?
Yeah.
Wow.
You want
Yeah, like-
reverb, guys? Asking your bass player, like, hey guys,
Yes.
yeah.
That's actually very common. So I have two examples of things. One being that, so since I play guitar, I have like a little pedal board. There was like one time where the sound guy was like struggling like with a level or something or some sort of feedback. And so he came up to the stage and started touching the knobs on my pedal board. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
Never would
I'll
do
fix
that
it.
to a dude.
Nobody, that would never happen to a guy.
Never.
Like to
Gosh.
touch their own like
Yeah.
personal equipment.
No, I would
That
assume someone's gonna
pissed me
throw
off.
hands at me. That's why I wouldn't do it. I would assume someone's gonna fucking punch me in the face. This guy does it because he knows you're not. He doesn't think
Yeah.
you're gonna punch him in
Well,
the
I
face.
told him, I said, do not touch my equipment. Like, I think I was just shocked, but I did tell him,
Good.
I'm like, I'll figure that out myself. Like,
Yeah.
thank you.
I wouldn't even know. I don't think I'd say anything. I'd be.
It is scary. It's like, you really have to learn how to defend yourself in an industry like this. Because if you don't, nobody else is gonna know how to do it for you. And then and my other example is just on this past tour. I think this was like an innocent mistake, but it definitely was misogynistic to me. Is that we played this one show, the show ended, I'm at the merch table talking to nobody. Like people had bought merch after our set. After the show ended, like nobody was in line, nobody was talking to me. I'm packing up all the stuff, so like not really busy. I'm kind of like meandering.
Yeah.
And the person who had done the doors for the night, who had talked to me for a very good chunk of the night, went outside of the venue to our van to give the door money to my male bandmates.
To the man,
wow.
yeah.
Well, I was in the venue. And they told me about that afterwards, and I was like, what was the point? Like they just went out of their way to like what, not bother me?
It doesn't even it doesn't even seem smart. Like even if I'm thinking about it like on a stereotype, like I would hand them on my personal experience, I would not hand the money to the dudes immediately because I would think
that's
like,
fine, but like outside of the venue, like you're going to leave the venue.
You made such an effort to do it. Like like there's someone right there to hand to them. Like I'm thinking like if you want to be weird about it and you want to be fucking like prejudiced about it, like hand it to you.
Well, I also like had the cash box in my hand.
Yeah, like they're just kind of logical. The person there with the like doing all that, like
who was like the front person in the band who
he saw your fucking
talks
set.
to you.
Yeah, I mean,
helped you with the sound check. Like
does
whatever.
he not know how femme presenting women, how we work? We're the ones who always are in charge of everything. If we are
I was just gonna say that's what I'm saying is like
everything.
If I wanted to run, my stereotype is to hand y'all the cash. Like, don't trust me. I'm gonna spend it on weed.
Yeah.
I mean, me too.
I mean, also
but you'd save at least enough for the fucking gas. I saw your books. You at least saved enough for gas. I would have fucked that up by the 5th day. That's why we have a here. Like,
I mean, my personal funds took a hit.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Ooh,
no, but it's just like
a checking account here. I don't know.
Well, it was easy enough to set up at the bank. Like it's just
hold a log in and hold it up to the camera. Like
I'll show you my bank account routing number. Everything.
The back of the car. I like looking at the backs. I think they're cute.
Right. Oh, here, let me pull it out really quick.
God.
I got it.
Jeez.
Yeah, but it's always just little stuff like that. It's where it's like not really like a huge inconvenience, but it kind of builds up over time where you're like, you're like, damn,
You know,
like that kind of sucks,
Mhm.
you know. And there's
yeah,
things that are worse than others,
Yeah.
but just the overall experience.
it's a it's like if it's like when people get upset, like, oh, I'm upset over this little thing. It's like you're upset about 20 things that happened before. Like these one in
Yeah,
a vacuum might seem like, oh, it's big. The guy came and touched your pedal board. Like, what's the big deal? Like, that's a little weird, but it's like, well, no, if you dealt with what I've dealt with every day, whatever this and that, let alone the
yeah,
past 20 dates on this tour, like you'd be on fucking edge
Oh,
too.
yeah.
You know, like you
yeah.
see this. Like
And you still
I'd
have
be
to
like,
be professional,
yeah.
because if
You
you
have to be extra
overreact, you're
professional. You
like
have to
a
be
Oh,
extra
bitch,
yeah.
or
professional.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. I know. It's I definitely think about it a
Yeah.
lot.
No, and that makes sense. I feel the same way in my job that I have outside of this podcast because it's definitely not paying my bills. But I'm in
Yeah, I get you.
cybersecurity, and
Buy
that
some
is
shirts.
a
Yeah.
Ooh,
male-dominated field. And yes, the
yeah,
way the SMEs and stuff will talk to like me and some of the other women, like our team's actually like 99% female, and then we have one male. But he like, but
that's
all
cool.
the all the guys talk to him about all the techie stuff. They don't talk to us about it, even though we need to know about it because we have to.
To the rest of the
Yeah, they
team,
all gravitate towards Mark, and they all talk to him. Yeah,
Mark.
yep. Very basic
Sorry, Mark, you're
white
just
dude. Yeah, sorry,
crossfire.
Mark.
Mark. Yeah.
It's so obvious though sometimes, especially when we're at like events and we're supposed to be like networking with
Mhm.
all of our different teammates and all of the different people in the company, but all the guys just are terrified to like talk to us unless it's about like family stuff. But they don't want to
Yeah.
talk business with us, which is so crazy because I want to know
Mm.
more because we have to develop your training to like help our salespeople. But
Yeah.
you'll talk to Mark about it, but then you talk to us about our kids.
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
I don't even talk to any of the men in any of our business stuff about any work stuff at all. I go strictly to the you guys.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Like,
I understand, Quinn. I understand. Like it's always on your
yeah.
mind.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
sure
Yeah,
you
it's
do.
always on your mind. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't help but it not
it's
be.
just like it's just the
Yeah,
underlying these underlying things. Like people are just, I think men are just brought up to think like
yeah,
that. And I don't know,
it's
it's like
true.
fine. I think
It's
like
true.
as long as we recognize it and like are accountable for certain things, I think
Yeah,
that we can work on like changing them. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
Like you said, literally like making people aware because like if you're not
yeah,
living an experience, you don't fucking like I wouldn't know about a lot of that. Like
Mm-mm.
we had like a whole episode about like women in the
Yeah.
scene and this and that. Like the whole episode was just me being like, that happens? Oh my God. Like
whoa,
I hadn't like literally like,
Yeah,
I'm like, what do you fucking mean? You know, like,
yeah,
and just like, yeah, making people aware, like, and you can't like, sometimes if you point at things, pointing's rude. If you're just like, look over you're doing this wrong or look over
yeah,
here, you know, like you gotta
yeah.
kind of like lead people to see things for their own eyes. And, you know, I'm sure your band
Yep.
sees this. They're like, oh shit, fuck this. And they're probably like, you know, like,
Luckily, they're very like all of them are very
good.
aware. Like when
yeah.
that story happened where, they were handed the money as opposed to me, they were the ones that came up to me and said, I think
Yeah.
the most misogynistic thing just happened,
Yeah.
like right
Wow.
behind your back. And I was like, so like they are like, they know that when stuff happens to me, like they know how it comes
Yes.
across as
Yeah.
well. And I think that's just after years of them working with
Mhm.
me and me complaining to them about this and that,
Yeah,
They
they
get it,
understand.
which is nice. It's rare, I feel, to have band members that are so vigilant about keeping your sanity
Mhm.
in check with things like
Well, I think
that.
that's a testament to how solid the new lineup is and how you can feel safe in that new
Yeah,
lineup, and I think that's a good indication of what's gonna come with Cinema Stare moving forward, and I definitely think we
yeah,
need to talk about that. We haven't really talked about what is next for
I
Cinema
know.
Stare because
Yeah. What
you
is
had
next?
a
Yeah.
single, Plus Ultra come out, but
Mhm.
we haven't had an album since 2023, so 2026 is fast approaching. What can we expect from the band?
So it's kind of a
Oh,
secret.
no.
Just a little, just a little. I will say we're releasing a lot of music next
Okay.
year.
Sick.
Um, I won't like disclose like what sort of project it's gonna be, because I just know it's gonna be a lot. We're also planning on going back into the studio early next year too to do some more recording. I know we're planning some tours. Definitely just trying to like put out new music. I feel like we are like fans and like people that don't know about us, like what we really need to be doing is showing them like
we need something.
Who we are. Yeah, we're here. We're still here, and kind of say like we're here and then not stop. That's what we're going for.
That makes good.
Yeah, that first single was like a little taste. Like we didn't want to leave 2025 with absolutely nothing because we've been working so hard and So, but next year definitely expect a lot more. We have like so many cool plans. I wish I could talk a little bit more in depth about them.
We'll just have to have you back when they start appearing.
I was gonna say,
we can talk more about them.
You're just laying such. We still haven't had someone appear on the show twice technically yet, so like that spot is still a second time guest. Yeah, the first one is still open. So
I'm available.
If you guys hurry up with it, get some music out.
No, it's been very fun being on the podcast. So thanks for having me.
An honor. I have a couple important questions, really important ones. So normally I like to ask people mainly because I like to use it for clips because it gets people on the internet upset and I get a joy from that. So I normally ask what your Mount Rushmore of something is, but Mount Rushmore I feel like is just very inherently, I feel like it's a little too white guy for this podcast today. So I want to do a different Mount Rushmore. I want you to give me your Mount Rushmore. No fellas. We can have some fellas in the back playing in the bands or some shit, in the back, whatever, this and that. But give me a Mount an emasculated Mount Rushmore is what we're gonna call it.
Okay. Of bands.
Anything. You're four. The four. That make Cinema Stare. That make you. Yeah. Anything.
Oh geez.
Rorschach it. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm kind of losing the plot, but I guess what makes Cinema Stare is like a good cat, a really nice soft cat.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my!
We all have cats.
Oh,
I do have a cat just looks like that.
Only two of us are like huge cat lovers. One of us is actually really allergic to cats, but that's kind of the fall of the band sometimes is the cat allergy.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well. For sure.
Yes.
They're gonna have shots for that soon.
He'll just be miserable for like 24 hours. We stay with a lot of people that have cats, so he's like.
Yeah, I was gonna say
so he's used to
you figure it out.
Yeah, having a runny nose and puffy eyes for a little bit.
Whatever. Well, no, I guess I'm kind of confused. Like, what you mean by?
No, I guess
Like, our peak.
Your
the foundation, your personal, the foundation, the four artists,
like emo pop punk
bands,
singers,
whatever that formulated you,
female, like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, your personal top four.
Oh, of my top four bands.
Yes.
Yeah,
or
bands.
Okay.
Yeah, your personal. Yeah, like your top. Yeah, that mean the most to you, that impacted and influenced you the most.
Oh, that's so tough. I know I mentioned a bunch of them. I'm kind of like. I've been on kind of a journey of listening to a lot of new music, but I guess my most like recent loves have been like, I think the first two that came to mind were all men though. That's fine. I'm gonna say them anyways. Basement, Fiddlehead. I really love those bands. Kind of that melodic like hardcore kind of thing.
Yep.
I know. I gotta shout out Leisure Hour because I'm in love with them. They're great friends of us. I feel like all the music that they've been doing and putting out this past year has been perfect.
So good.
Yeah. Amazing songwriters.
Yes. Ray and Grace, they're so fucking good. Like,
yes, they were our first ever tour like we did with them. And so, I remember like they sent us the Sunny Side, like the demo, or not the demo, but like the unreleased version of the album before we went on tour with them, and I was like, what the hell is this? And just since then I feel like they've just grown so much as songwriters, and
they just keep level. They're like their new song, like every new single is kind of like better than last, but like Jobs to me, I'm like, this is like this is fucking pop rate. Like,
Yes,
this is
it's
Yeah.
perfect
I love
song.
Validation
Mhm.
too. That's a
Oh
really
my
good new
God,
single.
yeah, no.
Haunted. I just think their style is so like
yeah.
perfect. Like a perfect culmination of like what the genre is.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Mhm.
Midwest
I
emo
agree with
pop
that.
punk kind of thing.
Right? It blends them
Yeah.
all so well, where it has like those elements of
Yeah.
like emo, Midwest emo, but like they're just like
Yeah.
such earworms, like pop punk, fucking
Yes.
like, but just like so true to themselves, and it just feels like,
Yeah.
okay, there's 3 individual personalities here, and like just off like
Yes.
20 seconds of watching or looking at this band or listening to them, I have a gauge of like caricatures of each one in my
Yep.
head almost. You know what I mean? Like they almost have like ideas of what they are. We talked about recently with
Yeah.
someone, we're like, I'm like, Reagan to me is like a Muppet. Like she
You
might like
did mention that.
like they'll pounce down on you for, yeah, I was talking about like which band on PNW, I don't know if we can say PNWK. It was about that. This is like a week before that stuff happened. But
Yeah.
but it was like, what band would you on the label would you guys want to fight, or who would be the final? It was with
Oh.
final boss fights. Who would be the final boss of the label? And it was like Emily, but like
Oh.
Leisure Hour is really the wild card. It's like Reagan might
Yeah.
fuck you up, and I'm like, yeah, like
I would not want to fight Reagan.
no, hell no.
But I could. Reagan's a kind of a shorty,
There
so
you
like
go.
I think I could take them. I think I could. Yeah.
You're like,
But we're also good friends, so I feel like, we could throw a couple blows and it would be
and then be cool with it
okay.
afterwards. Yeah, you can be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever. If we're doing like a dance off or something though, I'd be smoked. I'm cooked.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah. They'd pull out some moves that would put me to shame.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. You don't know
immediately.
about
So.
that Indiana shit. Yeah, over there.
Yeah.
on,
Yeah,
in
Midwest is a
Connecticut.
lot
You don't-
different than
don't-
Northeast. I'll give you that much.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know about.
I know we're
Muncie.
soft over here.
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
soft over here.
Yeah.
I don't think I mentioned a fourth band. I'm trying to think of a fourth one now. I should have come prepared. I guess I'll say Fall Out Boy. I'm obsessed right now.
I'm glad you are.
And they all.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very obsessed. And I could say like obviously like Haley Williams. I really
course.
like her
Oh,
new
yeah.
stuff. But I don't like to mention that too much, because
The comparison.
I'll get the backlash.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll get the comparison essentially. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is fine.
Oh.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah. But that's usually the go-to.
But great artist.
Yeah.
It kind of is. And I like it. It's not that bad. But they could say Avril Lavigne a little bit more, like, as well.
You'll take.
So.
You're like, I'll take the Avril. Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
those comparisons.
If someone like compares me to Avril Lavigne, I would be like, hell,
That's what I want.
that's it.
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, you mentioned Fall Out Boy there real quick. My other question, I
Yes.
do need to know, and I understand this is probably like a moving target that changes every day. Can we get like a top 3 Fall Out Boy tracks to you?
Tracks? That is hard.
This is gonna be my original Rushmore, was the top 4 Fall Out Boy song, but like then I was thinking throughout it, I was like, okay, no,
That's
like
hard.
let's get weird with this. But yeah,
No,
what are your
that's a
favorite
good
Fall Out
one.
Boy songs?
I feel like probably I'm trying to think of one. I guess maybe let's go number 3 could be She's My Winona.
Such a good song.
Great pick.
2, I really like Golden.
It's great.
Like the
song.
slower
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Just makes me cry.
Patrick's favorite on the piano.
It's a good
Mhm.
song. 1, I would put. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cute. He's got a soul
He
voice.
does.
Got a soul
He
voice.
does, yeah.
1, I feel like 1 would be Death Valley
Whoa.
from Save Rock and
Ooh,
Roll.
interesting.
Yeah.
Death Valley.
At least right now, that's how I'm feeling. I remember in high school listening to that whole album, and
So
the
good.
lyricism on all their albums is great. And I love their From Under the Cork Tree too. Like, shocked I didn't mention any of those songs, but that's
No, I like it
fine.
like this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Save Rock and Roll though, like, although it's like a bit more like pop centered,
is.
I feel like hit so well when it came out.
Did.
And the lyricism on Death Valley and I don't know, like a lot of those like B-side songs, I feel like it's so succinct and
It is,
powerful
yeah.
and
So many good songs. That record is so good. Like
I think
like,
it's a little slept on, but maybe not.
yeah, I think all Fall Out Boy post Cork Tree in general is slept on, and it's maybe not in the fan base, but like purists
Yeah.
and music nerds and
Justice
stuff
for
like that. But like
Mania.
Save
Yeah.
Rock and Roll for like, okay, this is 2012 or 2013. This is a band that's playing the Nickelodeon Awards and on the FM pop
Yeah.
stations, and
Yes.
give them a break. That's about as good as we're gonna get for a top 40 band.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they paid their dues. They came up, let them get get their money or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
Save
They're
Rock
still
and
making art.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they're not just
it's
making stuff they don't
right.
like.
They had I remember during the pandemic, I would just watch YouTube some days, and like they have like the full like 40, like every song for Save
Oh,
Rock
it's
and Roll.
a
They
whole
have like the
chronicle. Yeah,
videos,
the
right?
Young
It's
Blood
Patrick like
Chronicles.
loses,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
like it's so cool and just like it's so in
Artistic.
depth and like the layers to it. I'm like, we got like Courtney Love popping up here. We got Elton.
Yes.
Like we got Big Sean. Like
Yeah.
It was
Tommy
so
Lee.
fun.
Tommy Lee plays
I
the
feel
devil.
like that album.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Tommy Lee's
That's
the
really
devil
nice.
in the video. In the videos, I forgot. Yeah.
In Death Valley.
So cool.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee, if you're
Yeah.
listening, you're welcome on the
I
show.
mean, when those bands like get those budgets, I
Right?
feel like they're just able to like express themselves more. Like I love early Fall Out Boy, like first, second album, fantastic. I like the roughness of
Oh, yeah.
them. But I would never say their new stuff is like, I know like people call them like Imagine Dragons now.
Yes.
And I'm like,
yes, they do.
It doesn't really compute to me so much because sure they're like maybe more produced, but it's like why can't they adventure and do their own thing? I
Yeah.
still see the soul of like their edginess.
The spirit's
in
still
it.
there. And Fall Out Boy,
Yeah.
Pete was always very like Pete's like clearly very driven. That like they were always going to be popular. Like clearly he's going to
Yeah.
chase. Like it's the mid
He
2010s.
understands.
There's no drums on the radio. Are you surprised that all of Andy's drums have been swapped out for
Yes.
like pads? Like
MIDI,
it's a pop
yeah.
song. Like that's the times Patrick's gonna want, or
Pete
Pete's
knows
gonna want to make
what's
this
happening.
shit accessible. Like they're not trying to
Yeah.
main stage Warped Tour. They're trying to
sell out
main stage Jingle
arenas
and
and they're trying
play
to
the
be in
halftime show.
stadiums. Like they understand
Yeah.
Pete has a good business
Yes,
mind.
as they should, yeah.
That's kind of how they always been. And then yes, maybe
Yeah.
by Mania they lost their way a little bit, but there's still some great tracks on Mania. Yes, but
Yeah.
and that's why
I feel like you two need to
so
live
much.
closer
I know
together.
we do. That's why so much for
I'm going to
Stardust.
Kentucky.
Yes,
Right? Yeah.
please. Hey, I'll be seeing Fall Out Boy in February, so I'm very excited. Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
have
Thank
fun.
you. They're the band I see a lot.
Yeah, their newest album I think is
Oh
great.
yeah, no, yeah.
Mania was fine. I thought the direction was like cool, but I don't go back to that one too much, so I couldn't really comment on it that much,
Yeah,
honestly.
I have a lot of friends.
It still has a couple that I think are
Oh
great,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think,
I have
Yeah.
some friends who
I
love
like the
all of it.
llamas.
Oh, the llamas.
The whole llama
So do
bit.
my kids, which is weird, but yeah.
Yeah, the tall llama heads. Yeah, that's kind of shocking. I feel like kids like creepy stuff nowadays,
They-
though. Like creepier.
Yes.
Rough.
Yeah, my
Stuff.
Hold on.
10-year-old's way
Okay.
into like Huggy Wuggy and Five Nights at Freddy's, so it tracks.
Yes.
It tracks. Yeah.
My son is 7 and he's nonverbal and
Okay.
very strongly on the spectrum. And he
Yes.
does some artwork here that alarms the shit out of me. He will literally just like this just says Halloween City. And then upside down, we're talking about this. I'm working on this with him. This says Harbinger of Hell. We're working on that. I'm trying to get him to do Harbinger of Heck instead. I don't know what any of it means, but it
That's
freaks me
so
out.
deep.
It's gnarly. And
For
there was
a
one.
poet.
For a
This one,
7-year-old.
you'll what? Yeah.
Yes. I
I
definitely
tried
did not know
so
what
hard. I tried so hard
Harbinger
on this
Same.
one. I wanted to like rage bait MAGA people so hard on this one. I tweeted this
Okay.
from the I was gonna say the band account, from the pod account, and I was like,
Yes.
this shit's gonna do numbers. I was like, oh, look what the libs are teaching my son. They're talking to him about some trans world where it appears some Hannibal Lecter is transitioning children. Halloween
attraction show.
attraction show with this gentleman there, trans world.
I love it.
It's
It's a
this-
trans world. We're just living in
It
it.
is, that's why I'm like, hell yeah, brother. I'm like trans world. The spooky stuff kind of freaks me out, but like the general thing you're going to, they're gonna have a
Yes.
good time. I'm into it. Like this one here, I don't.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is the 10-foot towering Reaper Halloween spirit there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love
guess.
it.
Yeah. So, is this good? Should I not be alarmed? Should I be encouraging
I
artwork
think
maybe
it's
instead?
so. My niece is like 8 years old and loves, like, Roblox, right? But they're very into, like, the
Yes.
creepy games like Poppy's Playtime.
Yep.
I don't know, like, I just feel like whatever it is, whatever media content or game content is, like, popular for kids is just kinda more horror
It
based, so I think
is.
it's pretty normal,
Yeah.
honestly.
I hope
So
so.
my
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I
I
can't tell.
think
I'm
it's
like, what's
he's
normal?
punk as
yeah,
hell.
it is.
Right? Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
it's
heck,
pretty.
punk as
Yeah.
heck.
Yeah. 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 Benji. Yeah. You don't do it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see
Don't say
him
that.
writing that
Yeah.
in
But like,
school
yeah. I'm like,
might be a
there's some like,
little alarming.
yeah. Right. Like just this like Amityville uprising. Like what? It's
Is that
just
a
Yes.
video game?
it's one where he's just writing like there's. Yeah, there are video games or movies, and he'll watch. And there's one that
Oh.
he'll write. My dad was here, and my dad's like reading it, and it's so funny. My dad, I guess he's never seen the word goth before. He was like goth
Oh.
H, because it was like it's some movie with one of the Scars guards and Mia Goth, and Benji will just like
Oh.
write down like the credits on it, like their names, and then the title of it, and a picture, and he's like,
Oh, one of those
"Oh,
A24
look," and
films.
my dad's like, "Oh, Mia got H," and I'm like, it's a film.
Got H. Can't even say a last
Yeah,
name.
that's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I think that's cool though. I mean, it's cool, like, it's interesting to see how kids express themselves, you
Mhm.
know?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any kids, but I see my niece, like, she seems very excited about all this, you know, horror stuff, and I know I grew up, like, watching, like, Kill Bill and,
Yeah.
hmm
Alien versus Predator and stuff, and I love that, so I get it. I
Benji.
don't know.
Yeah, we'll pass it. We'll pass this on.
Shout out
Yeah,
Benji.
they're creative.
They
They're
created,
creative, all
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I too went through that with my 10-year-old because she was into Five Nights at Freddy's, then Poppy's Playtime, Dandy's World, which is also
Yep.
kind of, yeah. And
Oh.
now she's,
Dandy's World.
yeah, it's a little weird. And then Demon
Oh,
Slayer, but that's
okay.
anime. And that's like, yeah,
Oh,
she loves
yep.
Demon Slayer now. And yeah, so she's gone through the whole gambit of all
Cool.
of that. And she's 10 now. She's okay. She's a very sweet girl.
All right,
Yeah.
so yeah, we should be
Also
good.
into
Okay,
art.
yeah.
Yeah. Also
Yeah, you're
I
in the
wasn't
clear.
I wasn't allowed to play with my mom was like a Lilith Fair mom, single mom in the 90s
Yeah.
and Canadian. Like I wasn't allowed to play with like fucking bow and arrows or any
Ugh.
like
Yeah.
gun video games. So I don't know what's normal. Like that's just 7-year-old
Yeah.
boys, and that's like maybe
girls.
like just
Think so.
you know. Well, I mean, yeah, like
Yeah.
could be the same. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
come
is
on,
that just
Rob.
Yeah.
yeah,
on.
I'm getting there. I'm learning. Like
Yeah.
it's like is this? Well, I mean, my daughter's like the opposite. Well, actually, no, that's not true. My daughter's more aggressive too. You're right. It will be 7-year-old girls because I'm sure she'll be into the same
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it
Fuck.
hits 7.
Yeah. It's the magic
Yeah,
number.
this is
It's
too
all
much of a
over.
learn. Yeah, I don't expect to learn as much during these episodes.
Nope.
This was
This
this
is
is a lot of
learning.
learning.
Well,
for me
don't take
today.
any of my advice. You know, I'm not a.
I already have.
Yes.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry
Yeah.
about that.
My biggest issue now is that my 10-year-old wants to watch Has Been Hotel, which I don't know if anyone's familiar with it. It's an animated
I don't know
series
that.
about about Lucifer's daughter, and they're in hell, and it's very graphic in a lot of nature, a lot of swearing, a lot of adult
Hell
themes.
yeah.
One of the
Oh.
characters was like a prostitute when he was alive, and now he's dead. And it's yeah, it's a great music. It's like musical themed, beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, Patrick Stump's in the second season. It's fantastic. That's the only
Oh.
reason. Yeah,
Yeah, I know the name because
yeah.
of
I
that,
started
right?
watching it when I found out when they leaked that he was going to be in it like last year. So I watched the whole thing. I was like, he's going to be in this. This
Oh.
is intense.
Why do they not like it? Why is it controversial?
Oh,
Is
it
it?
is
Yeah,
controversial because
yeah.
the some people don't like the way some of the themes are presented in the show. They think they're glorifying like sexual abuse and things like that. And then also the
Yeah.
like kind of the history
Hmm.
with the creator. Her name is Vizzy, I think. Vizzy Pop, I think. And she has made some comments and stuff that some people have taken, you know, either out of context or don't have who take issue with. So that's why a lot of people do not like
Mhm.
the show. Fall Out Boy fans do not like the show because they don't like the fans and they don't want them to start liking Fall Out Boy. and then say they
Yeah.
take over the Fall Out Boy fandom. They don't like them because of that. And I'm like, y'all need to grow up. More people will like Fall Out Boy. They're just famous. This is what happens. Like, trust me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah.
You can't gatekeep.
Dude,
Fall
I
Out
feel like
Boy,
I couldn't gatekeep them in
know.
2004. You can't gatekeep them now.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
does not
Yeah.
happen. It does not work.
Gatekeeping is such an interesting
Isn't it?
concept. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like
Not
I
nice.
get it, but I don't really see the fun in it.
Neither do I.
Right? I don't know. I want to show you
Yeah.
the things I like.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I have like a whole show where we find bands we like and then we bring them on here and we're like, look
Yeah.
at the bands we like. Yeah, like I don't insecurity.
I think too, like people like to feel like they got
They're special.
they know they're like cooler than other people
Yes.
or whatever. Which like
Which is
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
whatever.
which is the same reason QAnon people and the like conspiracies. So next time you're gatekeeping, just remember you're doing the same thing that
You're-
your uncle that believes in
And
Pizzagate
JD
is doing.
Vance. Who says he
Yes.
only believes in
Yes,
conspiracy
God.
theories that are true. Nope, that's not how it works, JD Vance. If they're
Are you
he's
y'all are equating the gatekeepers to JD Vance.
It was a reach.
That'll
Yeah,
get them
yeah.
right off.
You took that.
Sorry.
Yeah, you took that. Thank you.
Hey.
Yeah, Amanda, you fucking took the ball and you dunked that.
Well, it is the recent
Well,
story.
might
Shout out
wanna
JD
clip
Vance.
that one.
I don't know if you're welcome on the show. Yeah, we haven't discussed. I don't. No.
Damn it, I lost my chance.
Yeah.
I'm out now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, Quinn, this has
Well-
been an absolute blast today. Thank you.
I
Yes.
agree.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to all my rants and ravings and my
Oh,
Fall Out
yeah.
Boy derangement syndrome.
No, it's okay. I too
And,
suffer from
You
that.
found your home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we all do at
Yes.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want more
don't
Fall Out Boy
worry, yeah.
content, follow my personal TikTok page because that's
Ooh.
all I do
I'll
is
be
post
there.
about Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
He
Lot of
makes
Fall Out
fan
Boy talk.
edits and
Oh yes.
There was a 3-month period after I met Amanda and we followed each other on Twitter where all I was seeing on my feed on my For You
Oh,
page
yeah.
was like Patrick's
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy,
I'm
Fall Out
s-
Boy fan discourse and like
Oh, I
Patrick
think
Stump thirst traps.
I think that Quinn needs to
Oh,
understand. Okay, so
Christ.
this is I am a very big Fall Out Boy fan. I also have them on my knee,
Yes.
but I'm not gonna like show that. But like
yeah, too much
my
work.
so like I have a lot of Fall Out Boy stuff, like all of my stuff. But this is my Kate. Can you see? Wait, hold on. Can you see them?
It's a little blurry.
Okay, wait. Okay, so that's my Pete Rick wall, and those are my guitars.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's-
With their actual
So that's Patrick and Pete's actual guitars. That's the Stump-O-Matic, and that is, of course, Pete's bass from like the 2000s.
Oh my god.
so
yeah.
yeah. No. When
That's
when you want
sick.
to talk about Fall Out Boy, please. Yes.
Listen, if you could send me your personal
I
after
will,
this.
I was
I
gonna
will,
say
I-
like very
I
much
will
like
follow.
I could
I
you're supposed to friends
like, oh, this is
I'm
the
outta
this
Peter
here.
is
Rick
my
wall.
little Patrick
Yeah.
Stump
Peter
critter, like
wall.
emo critter that I got custom
Hey,
made.
that's so cute.
So I'm a
That is so
yeah,
cute.
my little like Patrick Stump standees and stuff. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I
need to get on that wave. I do not have a Peter Rick wall.
yeah, you need one.
No,
yes,
you
gotta
yes.
step
One
it
of the
up.
things
I don't know. I don't
What am
I don't know if like so I grew up in the time I was just thinking about this today. I grew up in the time of YouTube where along with Peter Rick, I feel like Dan and Phil were very popular, you know, like
Yes.
the fans.
And then
And
it
then it's a
became
real
yeah,
thing,
I
and
was a
now
little
it's
too old for
real.
that. I remember seeing that online. I was like, that has to be so validating for those kids because I was like 10 years too old for that. But even as in a band
Yeah.
in the 2010s, I'd see like younger people that we'd follow because they're fans and like
Yeah.
be talking about this shit. I'm just like this and that, and then like this last year, like it's real. It's like
I never got crazy, like I wasn't writing no like fan fiction or like shipping necessarily. But like they always had like a great friendship. So
Yeah.
I feel like you're always like well they would be cute together. And so I do feel like it is very fulfilling. You're like and it's nice to see them like the fact that they I mean it's a little I guess a little disappointing, but it's nice to see that now they feel comfortable
Yeah.
to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's
love
cool.
is a love story. Yeah, it's a shame
Yeah.
that they not like probably
Yeah.
felt so uncomfortable,
Yeah.
you know. But like,
I'm sure it was a weird I'm happy that they did it in the way they wanted to, but kind of reminds me to Peter Rick, like back when the early internet was a thing, like shipping people was like huge.
That was the move, yeah.
Yeah, and it was
Nary,
kind of
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I still
Yeah.
do it.
Peter.
You don't need to follow my fan fiction account.
That's fine.
Oh, Rob knows.
I won't get your Wattpad. Okay.
Yeah, my
Yeah, yeah, don't worry, there
AO3,
is a
my
Wattpad,
AO3
don't worry,
is
yeah.
it's intense. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. If you ever
We don't need to leak that just yet.
Oh no, it's out there. It's on
Yeah,
my
we gotta
link
say-
tree. People can
Yeah,
read
it's
Next
it.
episode.
it's been mentioned before. Yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's
Yeah, no.
it's-
Good for you.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're
Yeah,
comfortable.
we're good with it.
No, I love it. It's such a like an expression of I don't know, of just how the internet
Oh
is.
yeah,
I think it rocks.
I think it's such an
Beautiful.
interesting
Yeah,
like
Right?
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. People shipped me and Rob in the beginning of our podcast and we're like,
Yeah, we had to like set him straight. We had to start like doing little silly videos where it's like, no, it's more like a brother sister thing.
Yeah,
Stop doing that.
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
the older sister.
Well,
Yeah,
y'all can ship me in y'all could ship me in the drummer of my band if you guys want to.
Sure,
so.
okay.
That's allowed?
Yeah. Yeah, our drummer Sean, Sean and I we're I guess our ship name would be Shin.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Or yeah,
Quan.
Shin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shin works.
Quan.
Yeah.
Quan.
Quan or
All right,
Shin.
Rob, get on the
I'm
Twitter.
gonna go. Do I need to show an ID or anything to make an account on this Wattpad AO3 thing?
I mean, I give you full permission to write fan fiction about us. That's totally
Beautiful.
fine.
I'll get a whisper campaign going for you. Good. Don't worry. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, go for it. You can make like fan edits of us as
Beautiful.
well. And,
Right? Yeah. It's
Yeah, I
like
think
whole
that'd be
weird
nice.
pages popping up, or just like weird. Yeah. I used to see those about the One Direction guys, and I'm like, man, those are like literal kids.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
that is
Yep.
true.
I mean, I guess they're also written by kids. I mean, I assume a lot of them.
I
but it's
hope
like,
so,
yeah,
but-
16. Like, I'm 36 now. Like, if someone wrote a thing about me and my buddy banging, like, I would think that's hilarious. But like at 16, 17, I don't know how I would. Like, I think it'd be like a little like more unnerving, maybe.
Yeah, your brain's still developing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
that might kind of mess with you a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and mine,
young.
mine, the microwave, the temperature was never great, so it was already,
Yeah.
Nope. Yep.
tough spot.
Well, good. It's only happening
Yes,
now.
thank goodness.
At
Yeah.
36. Yeah.
Thank you.
But it's
Some
not
of
true.
it
The
was
rumors
fine.
are not true.
They're
You
not.
guys are brother and sister.
Yeah, brother
Yeah.
and sister.
Yeah,
100%.
Ren-
Which is a whole other thing.
Yep.
Ren and even
Sorry.
Steven.
Oh, I'm definitely
Yeah.
Ren, and you are definitely what's his name?
Steven.
No, Louis.
Is his name not
No.
Steven? Lewis.
Yeah,
I'm
Lewis,
done. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm dumb. I don't know. This is a
Yeah,
yeah.
Shia
we're
LaBeouf.
aging ourselves.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
So,
Yeah. We're aging
Quinn,
ourselves.
for
Yeah, you're
yeah,
fully-
for anyone
Sorry,
who wants to follow you guys on social media, where can they find you? What's your handles?
At Cinema Stare. It's like cinema at the movies, and you're staring at it with your eyes.
Beautiful.
And one word. So cinema. Well, it's 2 words, but online
One
it's
word.
on handles. It's 1 word.
Ooh, there we
Sounds
go.
good.
Yeah.
And we have some new stuff coming out in 2026 and more touring in 2026.
Very soon.
So we're looking forward to it.
Hell
Oh yeah. We'll probably come to
Oh
Kentucky.
gosh, yes, if you do, I'm gonna come.
California. I don't know. Kentucky. Very
Hey,
likely.
if not Kentucky,
Think
if you get
about
to
it.
Ohio, I can make it to
I'll think about
Ohio
it.
or Tennessee too. So just like
Okay, Ohio
yeah,
for
so
sure.
I'll get to one of those.
We love
Yeah.
Ohio.
Awesome.
Ohio.
Woo! It's for lovers. All right.
It's for lovers. Yeah,
That's what they say. Thank you, Quinn, so
You
much
know,
for
you know.
joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having
Yeah,
me. It was really
It
fun.
was. It was a blast.
Thank
Yeah.
you. What a
Hope you have
pleasure.
a great night. Keep up the good podcasting.
Thank you.
We'll try.
We're doing our
yeah.
best.
Yeah. Amanda still has to put up with me for like an hour.
Yeah, I
We'll
still
see.
got another hour of him, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Thank you. We'll see
Yep.
you soon.
You got this. Yeah, have a
Have a
good
good
one,
night.
y'all.
Bye.
This show is a part of the Never a Phase Network, a collective of creators dedicated to keeping the spirit of the scene alive. Our network of creators make social media content, they share music news and reviews, and of course bring you great podcast content. For more information, please visit neveraphasenetwork.com and follow Never a Phase Network on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Hey man, it's your boy Petty Hendrix, man. You tuned in to Emo Kids Anonymous. Check it out, you did.